Guys, there is a lot going on right now. Dan Flood is a little bit more popular than I think he wants to be. Someone needs to check on Benny Johnson's wife. And Lindsey Graham has passed. Roll the intro.
Nikki in the building, baby. Nikki in the building, baby. In Cahoots podcast. Yeah. I keep God first, that's real. True crime on the table, facts on steel. Investigations, I chase that trail. If the story don't add up, I set it straight, no fail. I spot fake tears, I spot lies. Sketchy little moves, I see through the disguise. I'm fair, I'm funny, I bring that light. I call you out, then I'll still be polite.
Welcome back to another episode of In Cahoots Podcast. My name is Nikki. Before we get into the video, please hit the hype button, like, subscribe, share, comment, turn on your post notifications so that you know every time there is a new video. And if you want to support the channel, you can always click the join button to become a member, or you can always donate to my Cash App and Venmo that's right there on your screen. All right, so I am ordering wellness checks for Mitch Snow for at least the next 6 months. Word on the curb is Dan Flood showed up to Mitch Snow's house and was captured on his Ring cam. Allegedly. I mean, we don't really know if it's him, but the resemblance, man. Wow. Apparently, Mitch Snow sent Stu Peters a photo from his Ring cam alleging that Dan Flood came to his home. My question is, for what? I'm going to play this 2-minute and 11-second clip and tell me what you think about it.
We need the internet. Guys, I need your help. Is that Dan Flood? Make it full screen. Okay, we have a Google image of Dan Flood wearing the black polo with the glasses. Put them side by side. Holy shit. Guys, is that Dan Flood? That is a screenshot sent to me by Mitch Snow. That's Mitch Snow's front door Ring camera. June 25th, 2026, 1:35 p.m. Pacific time. Is that Dan Flood on Mitch Snow's front step? Is that Dan Flood at Mitch Snow's front door? Mitch Snow is being sued by Brian Harpole. He hasn't been served in this lawsuit. By the way, nobody has tried. No process server, no deputy sheriff has shown up at Mitch Snow's front door. Nobody has called him. Nobody has texted him. Brian Harpole said that he wanted to escalate this and have the U.S. Marshals serve Mitch Snow. He's not even hiding. Why would you do that? The U.S. Marshals don't do paper service. A couple of weeks later, some guys with badges on showed up at Mitch Snow's front door, ostensibly U.S. Marshals. Problem with these marshals is the sheriff and the police chief don't know these guys, and they showed up in a rental car from out of state. Now, this. Is that Dan Flood? Put the ear picture up. Okay, on the left is the guy on Mitch Snow's front step. On the right is Dan Flood's ear. Are they the same? Holy shit. Is that Dan Flood? Okay, well, I got about 6 million questions. But maybe we should start with this one. Where was Dan Flood on June 25th, 2026 at around 1:35 p.m. Pacific time?
I'm sorry. I can't help but laugh every time Stu Peters goes, "Is that Dan Flood?" Dan Flood. If that is Dan Flood, that is creepy. Why is everything surrounding this case just so eerie? This is too much. Mitch, you need to run. Just drop everything and hit the ground running at this point. But guys, hit the comment section and tell me what you think. Do you think this is Dan Flood's ear? The photo is clearly slightly different angles, but the ear kind of looks the same to me, but I don't know. But I hope it's not. I really hope it's not. Run, Mitch. But I mean, hey, if you really want to know if it's Dan Flood or not, just check his shoulders.
Or not counting gang violence. Great.
Moving on. So news broke that Lindsey Graham has passed away at the age of 71 from a brief and sudden illness. And it looks like emergency responders were called to his residence for reports of cardiac arrest. Now, of course, X is swirling with conspiracy theories. They think this country has something to do with it. That country may have something to do with it. We don't know for sure. Now, I did not agree with anything that man stood for. Nothing. Not one thing. None of it. Nothing. But that's neither here nor there. So I do pray that God gives his family peace and understanding. Now, one person in particular that is taking this extremely hard is President Trump. He did a phone interview with Meet the Press and said this.
We are all in shock. Can you tell us, Mr. President, how you received this news and your immediate gut reaction when you heard it?
So what makes it even stranger is that I got a call last night sometime at, the early evening, maybe in the 7s. And he called and he said, we're all set for the Save America Act. He was pushing the Save America Act like crazy. He got back, said he just landed from Ukraine. I said, that's a long trip to make. He said, he sounded a little tired, but perfect, but a little bit tired. Had a right to be. And he was a worker. He was really a worker. But he sounded great, actually. But he actually said he was tired. But he wanted to pass the Save America Act. And I said, well, we're going to get it done, Lindsey. We're going to get it done. I'll see you soon. We thought maybe we might even meet today. And then that was it. And that was, very around the time. It couldn't have been much longer. It could have been his last call. I don't know exactly. But I got a message about 1 o'clock in the morning from one of the people at his office that he had passed away. I said, I just can't believe it. He was like a member of the family to me. It's very tough, actually.
Now, Trump has been making his rounds on different news outlets, NBC, CNN, Fox, and he has made it very clear that he doesn't want to talk about anything else today except for Lindsey Graham. Now, the same reporter that you just saw actually did try to talk about the war, Strait of Hormuz, things like that. And Trump did not like that too much. Listen to this.
Iran said overnight the Strait of Hormuz is closed. CENTCOM came out this morning and said the Strait of Hormuz is open. Which is it, Mr. President, and how are you going to respond?
And I don't want to talk about it because I want to honor the life of Lindsey Graham, so I don't want to talk about it. I told you that before the call.
Yeah.
It's open. We bombed the hell out of them last night. They're very, very evil and sick people. We had meetings with them for the last. They agreed to a deal yesterday, a perfect deal for us. No nuclear, no this, no that, no nothing. They gave up everything. And then after that, they left the room. And then within an hour, they launched a drone at a ship. I said, you people are sick. You're sick people. And so it's one of those things. I don't want to talk about it.
Finally, before I let you go.
I want to talk about one person today, Lindsey Graham.
So what do you guys think? Do you think she was being insensitive and should not have brought up the war and should have kept the conversation on Lindsey Graham? Let me know your thoughts. Now, like I said, X in particular is swirling with conspiracy theories, especially because of the fact that when the 911 call was made, whoever the woman was told the dispatcher that he was suffering from cardiac arrest and the front door should be open. So people are asking, was he home alone? Who was the woman on the phone? And why are things starting to be a little fishy? Then there's also the side where people are upset with Trump because they're feeling like he didn't have this energy when Charlie Kirk passed away.
My condolences to you, sir. My condolences on the loss of your friend Charlie Kirk. May I ask, sir, personally, how are you holding up over the last day and a half, sir?
I think very good. And by the way, right there, you see all the trucks. They've just started construction of the new ballroom for the White House, which is something they've been trying to get, as you know, for about 150 years. And it's going to be a beauty. It'll be an absolutely magnificent structure. And I just see all the trucks. We just started, so it'll get done very nicely, and it'll be one of the best anywhere in the world, actually. Thank you very much.
Well, from my understanding, Charlie's the reason why he's even standing there as the president of the United States. I'll never understand how when someone asks him how he's holding up. Very good, actually. Look at the ballroom. Okay, moving on. Oh, we have to talk about Benny Johnson and his wife. I saw this video and I didn't know how to feel because you have Benny Johnson just lying his butt off and he's so passionate about what he's saying. The crystal clear footage, you can see his face, all of this crap. But then behind him, his wife is trying her hardest to just keep up with every single lie. But it's like she just cannot help but to look at him like, honey, were we in the same courtroom? I mean, I'm going to stand beside you, but are you okay? Check this out.
This because it was devastating what we watched, and the judge ruled that you can't see the high definition quality video 4K of Tyler Robinson committing the murder of Charlie Kirk. But we saw it, and they played it on giant screens inside of the courthouse. You can see clearly Tyler Robinson's face. You can see crystal clear the license plate number on his vehicle, his movements on the rooftop. You can time it up.
Did you catch that face she just made? She kind of gave him a long look like, oh, honey, you are so full of sugar, honey, iced tea. They played it on large screens in a courtroom and you can see. And she's just like,
to when Charlie Kirk was murdered, and what you also couldn't see was what happened inside of the courthouse. Erika Kirk was sobbing in the arms of her mother-in-law, Charlie's mother, Mrs. Kirk. Feet away is Tyler Robinson, pale, sallow, bony, emaciated, staring at the floor the whole time, twitching and looking straight ahead, refuses to watch the video, refused to make eye contact with the family. Emotional day. The judge played all 20 minutes of the high-definition security footage, and the whole courthouse gasped when it was over. It was really tough to watch. The prosecution has a demonstrable, overwhelming case. They said that multiple times. The defense has nothing. They asked minutiae questions about DNA evidence, but the judge was just shooing them along as we get to this 4K video reveal that will eventually be made public. It's already a case that is overwhelming against Tyler Robinson, but once you see this video, you will cast out all of the demons that have been attacking the Kirk family. It has been one of the most grotesque demonic evils that have been visited upon innocent people has happened to this beautiful family. Once you see all of the evidence that we saw today, it's over. And that's what the lawyers said today. Please pray. Erika Kirk asked us to do this.
Benny, I have a question. Erika Reginae Pinocchio Kirk asked you to do what exactly? Lie or pray? That was like a monologue that deserves an Oscar. I'm sure Blank Neff already just wrote everyone a script. You get a script, you get a script, and you get a script. His wife looked like she wanted to laugh. She's looking at her own husband like, honey, you a lie and the truth ain't in you. Yeah, somebody needs to check on Mrs. Johnson because she looks like she has about had it with this man. And you know what? People that can lie like that passionately with a straight face, and they're just so into it, and it's just like, yeah, lie, 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 lie. Like people that can do that, I just wonder about their spouses. Like I wonder if they look at them like, wow, what have you lied to me about? You're doing a good job. But hey, I don't know. But guys, this was just a quick little 1-2-1-2. I want to thank all of my new subscribers for being here. I see you. I appreciate you. I'm so happy to have you. All of the support and love that you guys have been pouring into this channel lately, I am truly grateful. And I am so excited to see where this channel goes. So again, I want to thank each and every one of you for everything that you guys do. Thank you so much. But yeah, I'm going to wrap this video up. So please, please hype the video. please don't forget to hype. And if you're not subscribed already, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like, comment, share, turn on your post notifications. If you want to support the channel, go ahead and click that join button to become a member. And if you want to donate to the channel, my Cash App and Venmo, they're right there on the screen. Any and everything is appreciated. You guys are the best. Again, my name is Nikki. This has been In Cahoots Podcast, and I will see you in the next video.